Happy 2020, Unstoppable fans! It's a new year, and my favorite segment is back. It's time for Hot Takes. I'm your host, Savannah Gaida. The rules here are simple. I'll ask a question to our two anchors, and they will get into heated arguments with each other for your viewing pleasure. To start things off, let's debate a bit about GW sports. It's no secret that our men's basketball team has improved tremendously since last season. In fact, they recently persevered through quadruple overtime, 60 whole minutes of college basketball to triumph over Davidson in a score of 107-104. What do you think has been the most significant factor in this team's growth and success? Isabel, let's hear your thoughts.
Well, Savannah, I think there are so many factors to consider with that question. The freshman players, the senior players, all of the new faces that we've seen on the court. But I think and not to mention the tricorn hats. I definitely think that is a big factor. But I think our biggest factor is 100% Jamie and Christian. He has brought such a new, fresh energy that our team has needed for so long. And not only is his heart and soul on the court, he's also invested in the fans and the students, even us here at Unstoppable. He's so invested in the GW community, and that energy is 100% translated back onto the court and with his players, with this whole team and this whole community, as I said. So I credit everything so far this season to Jamie and his staff, and again, the energy that he brings.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I think that Jamie and Christian has just brought so much to this team, and especially with this recruiting class. I mean, Chase Parr, Jameson Battle, Jameer Nelson Jr., they're all star players, and this is what GW needs to be able to build a program for the future and to continue to develop back to what they were 20 years ago when they were a top team in the NCAA. So I think he plays a huge role. I think the freshmen have really stepped up, which is key. I think some senior leadership has been big with AT. He's really stepped in, and I think this team has just really developed well, but Jamie and Christian are definitely a big part of that.
I agree with you guys 100%. The coaching staff has been amazing. They've done such a good job at getting the student body involved and getting people hyped up for the games. Isabel, I'm going to give this one to you because you mentioned the tricorn hats. I'm a big fan of those. But Grace, you might get the next one. Next up, it's Super Bowl season, and we've got an interesting matchup ahead of us. The San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Which team is going to be the one to hold up that Vince Lombardi trophy at Hard Rock Stadium on February 2nd? Grace, take it away.
Well, I have to say, I think that the 49ers are my pick because their defense is unbelievable. Some of the best in the league, to be honest. And I think that it's hard for me as a Patriots fan with having our quarterback go to the to the 49ers, but I think that while I love the Chiefs and their young leadership and their quarterback, I think that the 49ers defense is going to be able to shut that down, and that's going to be the ultimate difference between their winning.
Well, Grace, I know that you're new in this seat and everything, but here on this show we don't mention the Patriots. And so I don't have an answer to this question because the Steelers are neither one of those options. So I am just going to refrain from answering that. Really, I'm not cheering for either of the teams, both of them. Neither of them are the Steelers. So if I had to choose, I'd probably go with Kansas City just because I like them better than the 49ers. But again, I really don't care because none of them are the Steelers.
All right, well, since Isabel did not choose to answer, Grace, I think you're the clear-cut winner here. Personally, I'm predicting a Chiefs win. Patrick Mahomes only threw 5 interceptions this whole season, and we've got one of the best receiving duos in the league, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. They're unstoppable. Not that I'm a Chiefs fan, I love my Giants, but I think I'd take the Chiefs over the Niners any day. Recently, our nation lost a basketball legend who not only left his mark on the floor of the Staples Center, but also on the rest of the world with his immense charity work. We dedicate our final Hot Takes question to one of the greatest of all time, Kobe Bryant. Isabel and Grace, share with us your favorite Kobe Bryant memory.
Sure, and I just want to start off by saying that all of us here at Unstoppable have really taken this seriously, and it's incredibly heartbreaking what happened, and we're sending all our thoughts and prayers to all the families affected in this horrible accident. But on that note, Kobe, like you said, Savannah, has been such an incredible legacy, has left such an incredible legacy for everyone involved in sports, athletes, journalists, fans. And with that, my favorite Kobe memory is actually with my little sister, who, she's not little anymore, she's only 3 years younger than me, but she's significantly taller than me and was an amazing basketball player when we were younger. And she had an incredible obsession with Kobe Bryant. And every time we would go to play basketball at like our neighborhood basketball court, she would not leave the house with her Kobe Bryant jersey and her Kobe Bryant like aqua and orange basketball shoes. And she was like 8 years old, and every time we'd play, she would wear these like iconic Kobe like clothing brand stuff. So, and she always beat me in basketball every single time, despite the fact that she was like 2 feet shorter than me. But yeah, it just goes to show that Kobe was such a figure, not only for athletes, but also for young female athletes. He was such an influential person for my sister, who went on to play basketball for a while, and always looked up to him, and for all of us. And as we've grown older and gotten into more sports journalism and becoming more involved with that, Kobe's just been such a legacy for all of us. And
Yeah, I think obviously Kobe Bryant's impact on the sports world, the basketball world, has been so incredible. One of the things I really admire about him is his work with philanthropy and with a lot of the organizations that he's started, especially like Isabel mentioned with young women athletes. I think that's incredibly impactful. Personally, watching him on the court, I think he's had some incredible games. I mean, 20 years with one team as the Lakers, that's incredible. And he's developed such an incredible legacy there. Especially one of my favorites is his Game 7 win against the Celtics. As a Boston person and a Celtics fan, I was a little sad to see them lose, but he's just such an incredible player to watch and a person to watch on and off the court that I really admire him for so much.
Yeah, I think Kobe definitely left an incredible basketball legacy. There's no doubt about it. Isabel, I loved your anecdote about your sister, so I'm going to give this one to you. I think personally my favorite Kobe memory was a recent one of him and his daughter Gianna, who passed away with him. They were at the Nets game courtside, and the cameraman got a shot of Kobe explaining some basketball tips to her. And that was just such an incredible moment to capture on camera, considering he coached her team. And it was just so great to see how invested he was in being what everyone is now calling a girl dad. I love that term. He was just such an amazing father figure to his 4 daughters. Congratulations to Isabel on winning Hot Takes today.